Jennifer Mendyke here with your daily 60 seconds of biblical inspiration for your day. Today I'm going to read from Mark chapter 4, verses 37 through 39. And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. And they awake him and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was great calm. So to set the scene for this, Jesus and a bunch of his disciples got into a boat, and they were going across the Sea of Galilee, and Jesus went to sleep, and a storm arose. And I can't help but think how much we're like those disciples. They knew what Jesus could do. They knew who he was. You couldn't spend that much time with him and not know who he was. They had seen him perform miracle after miracle. And we're a lot like that. We fully trust God when he's telling parables or when he's performing miracles. We fully trust God's in control. And then we hit a storm. And in the midst of that storm, suddenly we think that we're just going to die. He's going to let us perish. That things are falling apart and he's not helping us. But he's there. He's with us. These disciples had just come from watching Jesus feed over 5,000 with a few loaves and a couple of fish. Fed them until they were full and there were leftovers. He did that for just a bunch of people, most of whom he had never met face to face, because this is a huge crowd, most of whom he had never seen before that day, and he fed them. And then he takes his disciples, whom he handpicked, into a boat with him, and things get scary, and they become fearful, and they don't trust him. They don't think he's going to get them through this storm. They know who he is, but they think they have to wake him up to save them. And we're the same way. We know who Jesus is. We know he's in the boat with us. And yet we're scared. We face these things and it scares us. And we don't trust that he really is going to come through for us this time. We don't trust that he really does know what he's doing. We don't trust that he actually pays attention to us because I'm so insignificant. But we know he's there in the boat with us. We pray daily. We read our Bible daily. We know he's here. And yet we don't trust. Yet we fear this storm more than we trust God. It's easier to believe the bad thing happening to us than to believe that God has a plan for us and knows exactly how we're going to get through this storm and that we're going to come through stronger than when we went in. And that's how he works. And we know that from these stories in the Bible. We know that. And yet, we don't trust him. We're not real sure about this. We're pretty scared. We better wake you up and tell you, God, that you have to save us because you don't know what you're doing. He knows what he's doing. And he's there with you. He's there with you. There's a saying that I've heard that says, sometimes God calms the storm. And other times, he lets the storm rage and calms his child. So yes, call out to Jesus because he is our comfort and strength. But don't call out in fear. Call out in confidence. Reach for him in confidence. Trust that he knows exactly what he's doing and that he will get you through this. And there is nothing to fear. But ask for comfort. Lord, just help me to trust you. Lord, just help me to be confident that you are in charge. Bring me comfort and strength to endure the storm that I'm going through. And he will do that for you. He will do that for you because he's already made a way for you. He's already made the way for you to get through this storm and to become a stronger Christian and a stronger person because of your storm. So remember, he's in the boat. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Goodbye.